Ah, you're early. Hold on a minute, I'm not quite prepared yet. But alright, so let me just explain what's going on. Seeing as you're early, I was going to try and get things prepared. But so what happened was, I bought 4 used second-hand Nitro cars on eBay. It took me ages to find them because obviously, as we know, the prices are absolutely skyrocketing and people want the world, which is great because demand is high for Nitro RC cars at the moment, and people know that, so their second-hand ones that they're finding in the sheds, garages, wherever, they're asking top dollar for, which is good. It's driving prices up, which is good if you're selling. It means demand is high, which is great. Demand is really high, in fact. I mean, they are flying around like bloody bonkers at the moment. Anyway, I managed to find what I like to do, which is barn finds. 3 of them were lost in the post. I've done a whole video on it because I had to talk about but that's a different video. If you want to see all of what I was talking about, go and watch that. 3 of them were lost in the post, and the 4th one, I wasn't sure if it was going to turn up because that trail, the tracking went completely dead as well. It just said in transit for bloody ages and ages and ages, and the day that it was supposed to be delivered was long gone. Anyway, it randomly turned up today. I wasn't expecting it, so I've got a bench full of stuff because I was having a bit of a sort out, but I've had enough of doing that now, and I want to dig into this Nitro car, which has been sitting in a box taunting me for a few hours now. But I wasn't expecting you just yet, so hang around for a minute, go and get yourself a drink. I've just got mine. Go and get yourself a cup of tea, coffee, beer, whatever it is you want. And I'm just going to tidy up the bench, and then we'll get the box on the table and see what's inside. All right? Great. I'll see you in a minute. Right. All right. So we're pretty much there now. So this is what we got. This is what turned up. Now in here should be, providing it is what it says it is. It should be some kind of on-road car. Don't know what car it is. I don't know a lot about it really at all. All I know is it's supposed to be an on-road car, and what drew me to it was, in fact, I'll show you what drew me to it. If you put in the comments, have a guess now. No skipping ahead, don't be gay. What do you think when I saw it? Because from my memory, I think it said, if I remember, which I definitely won't, I'll put a thing up, a screenshot of the thing listed. But it hasn't been ran for a long time. It's untested. There's no radio gear, and that's it. I don't even think there's a shell on it, to be fair. I think it needs a starter box to start it as well, because I couldn't see a pull start on the engine unless it's been taken off. But I don't know. We'll find out. But there's one part of it which, when I see the picture, the little thumbnail thing on eBay, I thought, I'm buying this, you know what I mean? And it was auction, and I overpaid for it. I overpaid massively for it because I thought that it was going to be something that I could make some videos with for you lot and then sell on. But after looking at it a little bit more after it's all finished, I've kind of realised that I don't think it is, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of it, because I normally buy them, make videos for you lot, get them running, and then sell them at break-even price. I very rarely make profit. I've made profit on some, and there'll be some of you that have bought cars off of me and you know that I've made a profit. Yeah, but it's very seldom that I do. Usually I either lose money or break even. Anyway, so let's see what we got going on. This is going to be good. Do you want to come a little bit closer? Do you want to sit over there? It might be a bit better for you. Maybe you might be able to see a bit more. Yeah, come on. Is that a bit better for you? Right. Got a lot of newspaper in here. A lot of newspaper. They must have loved the newspaper, these people. And here's a car. Now there's going to be nothing else in here other than this car, because I'm fairly certain there was nothing else included with it, because it just literally was what it is. Hopefully I'm going to be able to find a starter box that fits it. Well, hopefully it's got a pull start, but I couldn't see one in the pictures. Like usual, the pictures were taken with a potato, and I don't think it was even one of the Mary Piper ones. I think it was just your ordinary bog standard, you know, cheap potato that you get from abroad. So this is what it is. Yeah, there's no pull start. Oh, there is a pull start. There it is. It was hiding, look. It was hiding. So we've got a pull start, so I don't need to fanny around with the starter box. Now, looking at that, what do you think drew me to it? And I said, I'm buying it. I'm bidding on it at least, you know, I'm bidding on it. What do you think? What receiver we got in there? We have got a receiver, but we've got no transmitter for it. It's a HSP receiver. Got Futaba throttle servo and a Futaba steering servo as well. There's the batteries. We're not going to be using that. There's no lid. We're missing the lid for the batteries. Looks like we've got 2 gears, 2 speedies. Let's adjust you a little bit. There we go. Is that a bit better for you? I think the lighting might have been a bit crappy before and you was having a bit of trouble seeing. Anyway, so this is what we got. Have you realised or had a guess at what the hell? That's a funny setup, isn't it? I haven't got a clue what this is, by the way. If anyone knows what car this is, then please comment, because I have no clue. Peak Race, it's got a Peak Racing engine on it. What's that? The wheels? No, it weren't the wheels. They're a good colour, but no, that's not what drew me to it. No, not at all. That's broken. Yeah. The exhaust. Look at that. That's Peak exhaust, that is. In fact, it looks like, it's probably not. I mean, I'd be very surprised if this was a homemade creation, but that welding there, it looks like and gives the impression that that's been homemade. Because I don't think you would see that from something produced in a factory. It looks, it's a good weld, don't get me wrong, but it looks homemade. It looks like somebody's made that manifold to go with that. I don't think they've made this, because this is cast, this is all pressed together. Anyway, yeah, it was the exhaust. This is Peak Flow exhaust. I mean, that curve and the way that that goes into that pipe, that is as much flow as you can probably get. The only way you could get better flow would be if you eliminated this joint and had it just one solid unit. That would be peak maximum airflow. But that joint's going to do, that won't matter at all. So that needs to be put in there. And that little screw done up a bit. But yeah, it was the exhaust that sort of drew me to it, and I thought that looks awesome. I've got to. There is no like, oh, I might have a bid. I mean, I'm bidding on it. You know, it's as simple as that. And I reckon when this runs, it's gonna sound incredible. Trying to get that screw back in there now. Yeah, it's gonna sound incredible. That's a flathead screw, that is. Holding that exhaust on. Oh, Mr. Flathead. Right, so we need a piece of fuel pipe to go from the tank to the carburation unit, because that's no good. Right, this HSP receiver is no good to me, because I haven't got any HSP transmitters, so that can go, and it's an analog one. That's no good to me whatsoever. 4-channel AM receiver, SP4821. Absolutely no good to me. Haven't got anything that can... Well, actually, to be fair, because it's analog, I don't need a HSP transmitter. I know some of you are going to shout that out of the screen. Because it's analog, I don't need a HSP transmitter. I could just use any analog transmitter, as long as I've got the same crystals in it, which is number 2, 27045. It would work. Alright, but I have recently given away pretty much all of my analog transmitters, and there's one or two left. They're not here, so I haven't got anything to work with this at the moment. So I'm probably just going to put what have I got? I'm probably just going to put a FlySky, digital FlySky receiver in it temporarily. Or maybe permanently, I don't know. because obviously the whole idea of this is I'm going to flog this on after I've made a few videos. So I'll probably put a fly sky receiver in it, test it, and then be gone with it. Right, let's get a little R clip and stick an R clip in there, so that's not. Needs to be a smaller one. Have we got any smaller R clips, John? John, have we got any smaller R clips, mate? Hey? No, R clips. Yeah. Yeah, we got any little ones? I mean, there must be some in here, no? What did you do with them all? Oh, yeah, they are. They're in the other box, aren't they? Bloody hell. I wonder if there's any R clips in this little. I don't think there is there, John? No, I don't think there is either. God, there's always R clips laying around. Every time you don't want an R clip, there's 600 million R clips. And then when you want a simple R clip, there's none there. Right. Well, this one's a bit fat. It's not going to work particularly well. Unless that. No, it's just. What is this? What does that say on there? That says AE. That says AE on top of that. I honestly have no idea what in the world this is. I mean it, you know. You lot think that I know everything, but I don't. You always say to me, oh, you know what it is, you're only playing around, you're only messing around, you know exactly what that is, you know exactly what you're doing. Listen, I don't. I haven't got off the foggiest. Alright, that can stay like that. So that goes in there. Like that, and there's supposed to be a little plastic lid that goes over the top of that, but we haven't got that, we're missing that. But to run this, when I get to test driving it, I'll just put a hump pack in there and probably tape it in or cable tie it in or something like that, because that won't come out. Right, let's see what we got going on. So, engine turns over. Let's get a little bit of fuel pipe. I saw a little bit of fuel pipe around here somewhere. Bear with me a minute. There it is. Right. Here's a little bit of fuel pipe. I'll just use one of the kids' polo shirts and their school uniform, but that'll be alright. By the time they go back to school after the 6 weeks, this will be nice and clean anyway. I'll go through the wash or whatever. Maybe they'll just wear it like that. So a little bit of fuel pipe goes on there. And where's the... Oh no, is it not long enough? It might not be long enough. Whoa. It is long enough, but it's touching on that exhaust, which I don't like. So let's see if I can find another bit of fuel pipe. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry for being distant. I'm just looking for a bit of fuel pipe that would work with this application here. Ah, that's a very long piece. Blimey, that's a long piece, isn't it? Hold on a minute. What have we got over here? Aha! Right. So I've got some fuel pipe here. It's massively too long. I think this is the jolly stuff that we need. That goes on there quite nicely. So how much of it do we need? We need it to go up. And we need it to go. We need to have a look at this air filter. Bloody hellfire. Look at that. What's that all about, John? Hey, John! Manuel! He don't know either. Look at that. That's mad. Well, that's no good at all. I mean, that's nothing but pure rubbish. That's just gonna crumble and get sucked in. I mean, it looks like a bloody mushroom, for Pete's sake. I don't know what type of air filter that is, but that's no good at all. I mean, oh, maybe It might be alright actually. I honestly thought that was just going to go and fall apart, but that's surprisingly strong. But I don't think it's going to be a lot of cop for actually driving. Probably would have been alright for starting it up, but not for driving it. Right, that servo's free, the carburetor's free. That needs to go around to there. Let's cut that off like that. Oh, Johnny boy's having the time of his life today. He's loving it. Look at him. That goes on there. Now if we actually get to run it, we'll probably reroute this maybe a little bit, might cable tie it to that little handle, but that's perfectly fine like that. We can deal with that. Let me just put my fuel pipe back where it belongs, otherwise I'll forget about it. That little piece, that can go in there somewhere. Right, don't know what this is. This is a mixture of all kinds of liquids. We'll stuff that in the Jubilee sandwich. Right, do we think we're going to get any fireage? Do we think we're going to get any runnage? I mean, honestly and seriously, have a little sip of your drink and tell me. Are we going to get any runnage? Now I need, oh my god, I need a charged up glow starter. I think that's going to be a little few and far between. We'll try this one. Right, we'll do a little bit of primage. Oh, it's stupid exhaust, isn't it? Of course it is. I bet it's going to sound the nuts. This is going to sound the bollocks. A little bit of pressure in there. Doesn't taste very good, I'll tell you that, Johnny boy. Woo! Let's mop that up, otherwise it will melt me wheel spin model's pit mat. Where's my pliers? Hey Johnny boy, have you got my pliers? Right. The only bad thing about this exhaust, I think it looks the bollocks, but it hasn't got any nipples. So it's one of those ones where you have to stuff the bloody pipe. I reckon that's why. See, when it says that this is untested, I don't believe them, because right, that was loose, that exhaust was flapping around. I reckon they've tried to start this. I reckon whoever had this before, they tried to start it, they've taken that out there, they tried to get the, so they've had to take this off to get that back in there, and they couldn't get it to run. That's why they sold it. And they said it's untested because then they can just play dumb and say, well, I don't know, because if I turn around and say it doesn't start, it's got something catastrophically wrong with it, the bearings have had it or whatever, they can turn around and go, well, I don't know, it was untested. I haven't tried to test it. I acquired it and I haven't touched it since. You know, that's what they do, you know. I'm wise to all the little tricks. I'm not stupid. Right, this is a bit awkward, isn't it? Let's go this way around. Here we go. Oh, the throttle's wide open. Let's close that a little bit. Here we go. Got nowhere to roll. Get a little bit of jam sandwich and stuff it down the old throat. Whoa! Far too much. Perfect. Let's try now. Let's see, we've either got a flat glow starter or a glow plug isn't plugging. What do you reckon? What do you reckon the culprit is? Have we got a glow plug that isn't plugging, Or we got a glow starter that isn't starting. It's wet, the nitro's getting through. That glow plug looks like it's absolutely knackered to me. Absolutely knackered. Oh, it's got hair on it, look. Oh yeah, that reminds me. This is actually remarkably clean. Usually, the type of cars that you get like this from eBay are absolutely covered in dog hair. Dog hair and cat hair and grime, because no one knows how to look after themselves these days. So you've got a load of bollocks everywhere. So, but that's not the case this time. Anyway, here's the glow plug drawer. Let's see what we got going on in the glow plug drawer today. Now, for some reason, there's a load of plugs in here that probably don't work, but I keep them. Anyway. That one works. Well, it certainly works better than the old one did. Doesn't glow right to the end, though. That could be an issue. That one does. That one glows right to the end. Kind of. Right, we'll try that one. Have we got the washer in there? Yeah, the washer's still in there. The washer's still in there, old Johnny boy. And he's looking for a cat to sit on the mat. Right. Let's do up the marmalade. See where we are now. This is going to be good. If this starts, it's going to sound the absolute bollocks. You watch. That's well good. I don't think that glow plug is particularly very good, but it does work. I think I might need to put an actual better glow plug in it, but what we've established is it runs. It doesn't sound as good as I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna sound proper ding a ding 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 ding, but it doesn't. That's a misleading pipe, but it does look good, and it runs, and it appeared to run quite well. It doesn't want to hold much of a tick over, but I think that's due to that plug. Fairly certain that plug's no good. I mean, the old plugs I do put back in this drawer. I mean, I've got some new ones, but I'm very hesitant to crack out new plugs because, well, I mean, I don't want to waste a new plug if I can put an old plug in it that still works. Do you know what I mean? Especially since all I'm trying to do is get it to run. This is a brand new fireball plug. I might put this in it and see if it's any better. That actually goes right to the very end of the what's it? Yeah, what's it bloody called? Coil. Let's have a look. We'll take that plug out. We keep the same washer in. And we'll put this plug in. This is a brand new fireball. Let's see if it runs any better now. Adjust that screw a little bit. Well, that's not what I thought it was. Bloody blimey, O'Reilly, that's a funny old... Oh, it snapped off, isn't it? I forgot about that. I forgot about that, I did. Well, that's 3 mil. Who put them in round the wrong way? Manuel, was that you? Putting the bloody Allen keys in round the wrong way. I thought that was a 1.5, it's a bloody 3. Right, let's turn that in and that's... Turn the tick over up a little bit. We might have to lean it a little bit. Because I think it's a bit rich. And that's some of our problem. It's got too much nitro. Might not have enough now. What if that bolt's tight? I don't know what that screw does. I still haven't got a clue what car this is. Hopefully by now enough of you have screamed at the screen and it's managed to listen to you, and AI has kicked in and it's typed in what the car is. Yeah. Nah. Let's hope that hasn't happened. I'd rather not know. If AI has to butt in, I'd rather not know. I'd rather just be a mystery car. Now, we've probably got a little bit of an issue with the block carburettor maybe, as well. Because it just doesn't seem to be ringing true to me. Thought that little bolt might have been loose then for a minute. Doesn't like low RPM, does it? Doesn't like tick over territory. Oh, throttle's wide open now, bloody hell. Got to be careful with that pull start. Pulls the throttle open. Well, I think we've proved that it runs. What it needs is I think it needs a run. Like it needs, as in a clear out run. That's what it needs, I think. 4-wheel drive definitely works. We know that. That's got to be good for you. Just doesn't like low RPM. But I think we can work that out. That'll be no trouble. Once we get radio gear in it, we'll be able to rev it up properly. We'll be able to actually try and drive it, and I reckon we'll be able to remedy that low RPM problem. And if it is a bit blocked, it will probably unblock itself. So, but at least we've got fuel flow, we've got all that kind of thing. I might cable tie that onto that little handle there so it doesn't actually keep touching the head. Because this pipe is good pipe, it doesn't really thing. I don't think there's meant to be a lid on that. I think that's... What the bloody hell? Oh, some nitro came out. And on the exhaust. That was hot, man. That was hot. That shouldn't be leaking like that, should it? Maybe it needs a new seal around now as well. That might be part of the problem. Anyway, so what we'll do, we'll have a look. Have I got anything I can put in it now? Thing is, oh no! This might be a disaster. This might be... This might be a big disaster. I think this is a disaster. I reckon... Oh no, it's here. I thought I gave that away. I've been giving a lot of transmitters and radio gear away because it's bloody pissing me off, to be fair. Everywhere I go, to keep moving stuff around. I thought I gave this away. But I didn't. It's here. We're happy. So, transmitters. Where are you, transmitters? Transmitter, where are you, transmitter? Nope, those are all Spectrum. Futaba. Nope. 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 Oh my giddy aunt. Right, bear with me a minute. In case you're wondering what I'm trying to do with here. I did have some receivers and I thought they were in one of these drawers. But they appear, I mean there's a couple of old Spectrums. Huh. Bat trays. No. Huh. Well, where have they gone then? Oh look, there's some R clips. I was looking for them earlier, wasn't I? Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to pull a cheeky one here and I'm going to say see you later. What I'm going to do is, we know that it runs, we know that the four-wheel drives, the diffs and all that stuff seems to work. So I'm going to find me receivers. I don't know where they are. I'm going to find them, and then in the next video of this car we'll put a receiver in it, we'll put a battery pack in it, and we'll get it ready to be driven. And we might take it for a drive in that video. If not, it'll be a different one. Knowing me, it'll be a different one. Listen, milk everything for what you can. Get as many videos out of things as I possibly can. Anyway, I'll see you later on. If you know what this is, then yeah, let me know, because I haven't got a clue. It says AE on there. And I haven't got a clue what this is, and I don't know whether that is a homemade manifold or not. It might be. It looks homemade. I can't see anybody rolling that out of a production line, but it could be a like something which is made like a it could be a oh, what's it called? What am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? A custom part made on small scale, do you know what I mean, by some bloke in a shed somewhere that just sells them. I don't know, but it just doesn't look like it was, that manifold doesn't look like that rolled out of a production line to me. But anyway, if you know what it is, let me know. I'll see you later on. Thanks for watching. Take care, look after each other, look after yourselves, more importantly. Don't take other people for granted, yeah, and don't let them take you for granted. I'll see you later. Take care.